Hi guys, good afternoon. This time I'll be reviewing Bentley for Men Absolute. This fragrance was created in 2014. It's categorized as an Oriental Woody. The nose behind it is Michel Almerac. There are many comparisons between this scent and Gucci Pour Homme 2003. I'll review the Bentley on its own merit and then do a comparison between the two. When I first spray the Bentley on, I get ginger and melted plastic. And it's as off-putting as it sounds. It smells very cheap, it smells artificial, and it doesn't have much brightness to it. For me, it just smells like a plastic ginger melted over a flame. After about a half an hour, it loses that plastic smell. And the ginger kind of lingers a little bit, but to me, it's mostly transitioned over to a thicker smelling scent, and it's really centered around, for what I perceive as, an unlit incense. It has a little bit of sweetness to it. It's not very green. It doesn't have much smoky quality to it, and there's a little bit of woodiness. The incense lingers for quite a while, about 3 to 4 hours, and then it really starts to get a little thicker with the woods. And for me, it smells like a faux cedar and ambergris, and the ambergris has a stone-like thickness, as if the stone was melting. There's a salty quality to it, as well as a slightly spicy quality from a little bit of cumin that I can pick up. It also might be caraway. I'm not exactly sure which one. They both smell very similar to me. There's a slightly sweaty quality to it, although I wouldn't go calling it, BO-ish, but it's just a little piece of the puzzle that I can pick up. It is more amber-centric than cedar-centric, and the performance on this is average to maybe a little below average, but for me it's squarely right in the middle. It's somewhat loud going on for the first half an hour, and then it really settles in quick to a low projecting scent, and you really have to get close to your hand to smell it, or wherever you sprayed it. Longevity isn't the greatest. I get about 7 hours out of it, so for an eau de parfum, it's somewhat lackluster. Now I'll move on to the comparison between this one and the Gucci. When I wear the Gucci, it has the same type of plastic ginger note, but I feel as though, because the pink pepper in it at the top is so prominent, it offers a little bit of sweetness, and for me it has a similar quality to what cotton candy smells like. So you get a little bit of that artificial smelling ginger, but you also get a very nice cotton candy-ish pink pepper to kind of mix in there. So I feel like the top is saved by the pink pepper, and I really don't get any saving grace in the Bentley. Now it really begins to hit a fork in the road after about 45 minutes. There's an overall familiarity at the top, but at the mid, the Gucci becomes much more of a smoldering incense scent, and that's where it really shines the brightest. It takes a really well done cedar note, and almost as if there are burned incense sticks laying on top of the cedar plank. And as the incense burns, it chars the cedar plank. So it's a very natural smelling, full type of scent. And rather than going in the amber direction, which is the way that the Bentley goes, the Gucci goes in more of a smooth leather direction, to where it smells very refined and very smoothed over. Its overall pleasure factor for me is very high, and it's a mainstay of my fall and winter lineup. And I was really hoping that the Bentley would live up to all of the unrealistic expectations from the community as being a saving grace to the price gouging that's going on out there for the Gucci. And unfortunately, I can't endorse it as a clone, but I can endorse the Bentley as in the same genre or the same makeup as the Gucci, but it's not as well done. And when you compare the two, you get the suspicion that even though it's the same perfumer doing it, and it's obvious he's putting forth the same amount of effort, that the ingredients that he's using are not the same. And that very well could be due to restrictions from the International Federation for the fragrances. They put forth these ingredient bans, and you kind of get the idea that, you know, Michael or Michel Almerac is operating under a different set of circumstances, that he is making the valiant attempt to bring Gucci Pour Homme and that type of scent back to market, but he doesn't have the same set of ingredients to work with. And that also could be a budgetary restriction, but from the quality of the scent, it smells as if he's doing the very best that he can with a very restricted set of ingredients to use. If you have this one, let me know what you think about it. And if you have the Gucci and you want to have a discussion about it, I'm more than open to commenting back and forth with you. It's a good scent. Right now, it's definitely not worth the $90 they want on eBay for it. If this were to hit discounters and got into the $40 to $50 range for that 100 ml black bottle, then I say, you know, go for it if you don't have the Gucci left. But this is certainly no substitute for those of you that have stocked up on the Gucci. So I'm sorry to rain on the parade, but that's just my honest opinion. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.